I'm saying. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you have your dreams and goals, yes, they're in your mind and they're in your heart, but you got to take what? Action. Okay. In the movie business, what do they say? Thank you. They don't go lights, camera, chill. No, you have to do action. Now, folks, I know what I'm about to do. I'm about to share. Look, you saying calm down, really? You're about to find out. Here you go. Someone came to my college and said, write your dreams down on a sheet of paper. I was like, what? He said, write your dreams down on a sheet of paper. I was in an acting class in college. Now, mind you, my parents are from Sierra Leone, West Africa. They're from the second poorest nation in the world. I'm sorry, eighth poorest nation in the world, so you can't out-victim them. So, I said I wanted to be an actor. First, I really wanted to be a lawyer, but then my professor looked at my grades and was like, no, what do you really want to do? So, what I'm going to ask a lot of you students is, what's something you would like to study, but you don't want to have to do as a job? Something you would love to study, but you don't have to do as a job. What would it be? You got to study it, but you don't have to do it as a job. Right now, did y'all pick the classes you wanted to study? See? I know. So it's like, here, take this and study. That's why it's hard for you to learn it, because you didn't pick it. But when you pick something that you want to what? Learn. Study. Yes. And what do we say learn means? Understand. You're going to be like, yo, I get it. So I wrote my dreams down. But a guy came to my school and said, you're going to write your dreams down, folks. But he said, do not put the word want. I was like, what? He was like, no, I want you to put action words. So I grabbed a piece of paper. This ain't my paper. This is my friend's paper. I said, can I borrow a pen? He was like, yeah. And I asked the teacher, so what do I write down? He's like, it's your dreams. So I was like, okay. And I wrote this in 1997, so y'all weren't even born. So there's people who have dreams when y'all not even born. And I'm in college going, okay, what do I write down? I put, I'll audition, make sure God is my whole life. I live my life through him. I make a living with acting. I put this down. I went to college in Virginia. I'm not from here. I went to college in Farmville, Virginia. I said I want to be on a TV network, drama, sitcoms. Now, while I'm writing my dreams down, everyone in class is writing their dreams down. And I'm like, what you write? Man, this stupid, man. You write the dreams down. No, what you write? I wrote this stuff. So I said, I'm on a TV network drama sitcom. What do you think some people thought? What? You went to what? And I put, I'm working in movies. Where I put this. And look, guys, I didn't know about there was no Instagram. There was no Facebook when I was in college. There was none of that. I don't know. I put, I'm working in movies and have made a name for myself where when you hear my name, you know who I am. Well, I didn't know about Google. That didn't exist. Success in the industry. Make sure God is my whole life through and I live my life through him. And I don't even go to church that much, but I was like, in the future, I want to have God in my life. Here's another one. I put, be in a position to help others in a big way. So what was so funny, when I wrote this down, I stopped right here. But something said, write one more thing down. And I put, be in a position to help others in a big way. Am I doing that right now?
No. Yes.
I'm a high school teacher. I feel I can help you out in a big way.
Yeah.
So I know how many of these dreams came true. Okay, well, what? Yes, I love that. You're going to start to see that. I know, see? Dang, skills. I took action. I was like, okay, I wrote my dreams down. So what you're going to do in class today is you're going to write your goals down. You're going to have to take action. It's not going to be glamorous. Students, I swear to you, you're going to go for your goals. It's not going to be glamorous. Don't hate the player. Learn the game. And what's going to happen, there's going to be some haters in this room. I swear to gosh, there's going to be some haters. Because they hate the game, and they hate watching you succeed. Trust me, I'm thinking, am I going to make it? How? So, here we go. Let's keep on going. So what happens is, I took action. I wrote them down, but now you're going to hear my voice. Here's another thing. When you're going for your dreams, be careful who you get advice from. I told you there's going to be some haters. Make sure you speak to successful people. I'm going to say it again. Speak to successful people. Some of y'all be speaking to haters. You be speaking to the wrong person, and then you're going to listen to them. So here we go. You're going to hear my voice when I was 21 years old. Now, mind you, I'm in Pennsylvania. They were like, well, if you want to be an actor on TV, talk to who? Actors. But I was like, yo, I'm watching TV And this how, when you go for your dream, opportunities start opening up. I'm watching this guy, Michael J. White. He's on a bunch of movies. They have a TV show. They said, callers, call in. And I have to take what? Action. I was like, callers, call in. Okay, I got a VHS tape. They said, I'm on the bottom of the screen, 1-800, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, me, 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 me. They're like, okay, yeah. Is BET tonight? You got a question? I was like, yeah, I want to ask him about acting. You're going to hear my voice. Now, mind you, when you take action, I ain't say it's going to be glamorous. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be glamorous. But I had to take what? Action. Let's find out what happens. Let's find out what happens. Let's find out what happens. Here we go. Here we go. You're going to hear my voice at 21.
Ransford, you're on BET tonight.
Yes, hello. Michael, the reason why I'm calling, I just graduated from Longwood College, and I'm just trying to pursue a career in acting. And I'd like to know, for up-and-coming young black actors, how will they go about making it in the industry at this time?
Okay, one thing I would always say is if you understand acting as a business, if you understand this is a business first, it can shave years off of your quest.
Oh man, he told me advice. He spoke for a lot longer. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, he told me. Yo, I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm not in California. I'm in Pennsylvania. I was like, a dude gave me advice on TV. And I woke my mom and dad the next day. I talked to him the next day. I was like, Mom, Dad, I talked to an actor on TV. They're like, oh, that is good. Look what this. And I showed them this. They're like, okay. But I still have to take what? Because he gave me advice. You're going to get advice in ninth grade. It's from your counselors, but you still got to take what? Action. So what happens? I took action. I took action. I met him. How did I move him? I had to move out to California. I moved out to California. I found a friend. We both graduated from college at the same time. I'm like, what you doing after you graduate? He's like, I'm going to California to do acting. I was like, yo, can I roll with you? Yes, you never know who your friends are. Be careful how you treat people. So I meet him when I move out to LA. I meet him, I was like, yo, you gave me advice on TV. See, none of that would have happened if I never took what? Action. I wrote it down. I didn't know I was going to meet him. We ended up becoming good friends. He invites me to a premiere.
How you met?
Okay. You never know who you fall in love with. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I fell in love with her, and I was like, I gotta get her something for Christmas. So I didn't have a car. I rode my bike to the Beverly Center. I parked my bike. I turn around, who do I see walking towards me? Him! I'm like, whoo! Okay, and then I pull out my business card. I have to take what? Action. I was like, you better ask him. Hey, my name is Ransford Doherty. I work for Enterprise Rent a Car. I was wondering, and this is how I'm doing. I'm talking to him like this, and you saw how nervous my voice was? I was like, I'm scared. I've never done this before. I was like, here you go, sir. I'm Ransford. You talked to me on TV? Yeah, I'm here. If you have any advice, can you give me a call? I just wanted to be an actor, and you said, when do you go to business? He was like, okay, cool. And he was like, I'll see what I can do. I didn't think he was going to what? Call me? But he had to take what? Action. There was something about me that made him say, let me help you out. We became good friends. Watch. Look what happens, though. I'm not playing, folks. I met him. But just because we met, he gives me a call, we become good friends. But guess what, folks? I still have to take what? Action. So I don't care if people give you advice. You got to still take the action. Not me. You. I'm telling you. Mr. Fly, he's sitting there telling y'all got to sing, y'all got to perform. There's going to be days you ain't going to feel like it. You still got to take what? Action. I know, folks. Then, when you go for your dreams, look, folks, look at that. Others might not believe in your dreams. Others might tell you to quit. Others might laugh at you. Others might be embarrassed. You might embarrass yourself when you go for your dream. Look at you. You're talking about yourself. People going to laugh at you. You might even doubt yourself. While you're going for your dream, you might be like, what the hell am I doing? Why did I come to this school? Some of y'all may have asked someone you have a crush on, like, why did I ask her to go out with me to prom? Now I feel stupid. We do that. But that's going for your dream. At least you took what? Action. Would you rather have regret or failure? Failure. Because at least it shows that you what? You tried. A lot of people deal with regret. I always tell folks in relationships, you're the ocean, and the ocean don't chase after fish. You the ocean. Some of y'all in a relationship right now, You acting like fish when you need to be acting like an ocean. Yeah, ladies, I know. You were like, dang it, swear to God. I know it didn't work out. But not all fish are meant for your ocean. Y'all could have been dating some freshwater fish, some lake fish. And they were like, why didn't it work out? Because you the ocean. Not all fish are meant for your ocean. Watch this. If there's a big oil spill in the ocean, who dies? The fish. What does the ocean keep on doing? Keep going. The right fish can handle you. The wrong fish can't. Told you, it's your dreams. You better take what? Action. Y'all gonna look back and like, I'm the ocean. Sorry, fish. Okay, keep on going. Watch. We're not finished yet. Here we go. Now, sometimes when you go for your dreams, folks, you might not succeed. And yes, when you're going for your dream, folks, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get told no. This is how many times I was told no, folks. In fact, these are the opportunities I had. I had about 570 opportunities. 570 times I've tried for something. But sometimes when you try for something, you got to reflect and find out what mistakes you made. You got to make some adjustments. Mr. Fly, because I got a friend named Marcus Fomar. That's why it was Marcus. We go back. But Mr. Fly here, because I call him Marcus. Either way, and I'm going to make mistakes. Okay, my fault. What's up? So what's going to happen is you're going to reflect. Sometimes you got to make adjustments. Mr. Fly is going to give you some what? Adjustments. And then you got to take some what? Action. And then you got to keep on what? Going. Told you. You're going to see that all the time. I still got to take action. Now, this is how many times I was told no. This is 515. Now I'm at 535 times I've been told no. 45. No, that's how many times I was told yes. Oh. I know, right? Don't hate the player, learn the game. Here we go, folks. I was told yes 45 times. Let's see how many things came true. I said I wanted to audition and get a car. This is the car that I'm currently driving now. That came true. I said make contacts when I Google searched my name, and this is an audition I had recently for Magnum PI. That was 2021, but I had another one just recently. When I didn't know about Google at the time, I said be in a position where where you hear my name, you know who I am. I Google searched myself, and these are all the things that popped up when I Google searched. So these were all the TV shows I got a chance to be in. Yes, that's me. Yes, I got to be in, CD to the Max, NCIS, Major Crimes, Shameless, Touch,
Shameless.
The Closer, Body of Proof, Castle, Waverly Place. See, folks, I know, y'all like, you didn't see me, but I do know dirty stuff and shameless, so don't even say that stuff. So, here we go. Write this, here we go. So, that came true so far. Everything I wrote down came true. I ended up doing Wizards of Waverly Place. Let's see if this came true.
Do we lose our...
Let us out of this. Come on, Cedric. Let us out of this.
You're right. I should let you out of this. But I won't. I don't think you're angels.
We should run, I don't know where. He's right there, so he probably heard me. Never mind.
Come on, Cedric. I mean, we're angels. We've got wings. Don't look at them too closely.
Then prove it by flying. Nobody passes up that part of the angel slide. It's literally the only fun part. And what's so beautiful, I remember when Selena was just now working on her album at the first time. She had to take action. It didn't matter if she's a phenomenal actress. She's like, I want to be a singer. But you're an actress. She still took action. People are going to sit there and be like, but no, you got to just stay Disney. No, you got to take action. And what's funny, how I got this part, I was substitute teaching for a class at Manual Arts High School. When I went in, I was like, I know I'm supposed to teach today. There was a young lady named Anahi Zapeta, and I was like, here's the script. Can you help me run my lines? And the kids in the class were like, bet, you got an audition? I was like, yeah, but where's the winning place? Like, oh, what about that show? I was like, help me run my lines. They helped me as a class, and they sat and watched. They critiqued, oh, you gotta make this change. And then I went to the audition. The principal let me go in the middle of school. Shout out to Todd Engel in the house. And then I had to come back. But once again, I had to take action. So that's how I got that part. I needed people's help. Be careful how you treat people. Here we go. Here's another one. I'm not finished, folks. But we go, wait a minute. I got another Disney. How many, as we said comedy, how many times am I getting three? I got 3 Disney shows in a row. And once again, you got kid actors.
Coach, would you mind not blowing the whistle so loud? I feel I respond better to a calm, supportive
Very funny, well, let's do this. Okay, keep on going for that one. So, then I also booked The Office, in which I didn't even audition for. Again, folks, everything I wrote down on that list so far came what? True. I took action. If I never took action, folks, none of that.
You guys ever protect the president?
No.
What about Madonna or Obama twins? Anybody famous?
Not supposed to talk about it. I like to talk. All right, guys.
Okay, folks, and what was so beautiful about that one? I didn't get the part the first time. See, that's another thing. You're not going to get the part the first time. You're going to get the word no sometimes. But I did such a good job that they said, okay, you didn't get this part, but I got another opportunity for you later. I didn't know that. She just said, nah, you're not right for this part. But life has somebody right for you. I know everything I wrote down so far. Audition, get a car, contacts, make myself living with acting, TV sitcom, drama. We said drama. You only got comedy, Mr. Doherty. You only got comedy. Now, mind you, here it is. Now, TV show I did was called Major Crimes. I played C.I. Kendall. It was on a billboard on Sunset. Like, yo, it was dope. So I was getting teacher money plus acting money. And I'm going to go get my master's in special education for this. While I was on the show, I should say. So again, I got it. Everything I wrote down came true. But imagine if I never took what? Action. If I listened to the haters. I swear, if I listened to the haters. How many times do you think I felt like quitting? Yes. I was told no. 500 and what? Over 515 times. Right now I'm at 535 no's. And I got 45 yeses. And I know some people like, 45 yeses. Better than 0 yeses. At least I went for it. And now I don't have to look back and live with no regret. I went for it. So I don't have to hate on anybody. And here's another thing. The only reason why I'm giving you advice is because I've earned the right to give you advice. Because if I don't go for it, how can I talk? I earned it. So now when my niece and nephew say they want to go for their dreams, I'm like, go for it. Here we go. Then I said, make myself known. Got drama, so I did that for 9 seasons. And then swapped up. I ended up meeting Beyonce. And I ended up being Noches con Platanito. What's up, people? What's up? Oh. Cuando soy hablando español, es muy difícil para mí. Pero yo estoy practicando español porque es muy importante cuando bailo muchas mujeres. See, y'all understand me? Got you. For real, I love salsa, I love bachata, I love dancing. So I come on this show, everyone's speaking Spanish. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have learned Spanish. Should have paid attention. So that's why I'm practicing Duolingo. Shout out to Duolingo. But and here's another thing. What happened was in 8th grade, 7th grade to 10th grade, I was really good at Spanish. But what happened was, I was in Virginia, and I was mostly around black and white kids, and I remember I told my Spanish teacher, I was like, you know what? I don't need to learn Spanish. She's like, what? I was like, I'm never going to use it when I get older. Why would I need it? She's like, you're going to regret this one day. I'm like, whatever, lady. And then I moved to California. Woo! I should have paid attention. See, I was giving up $1 million what? Skill. But here's the beautiful thing. I'm on Noches con Platanitos. But watch this. Now, I don't understand Spanish, but they have someone who's translating Spanish for me in English. It's beautiful. Because they have $1 million what? Skill. I told you. Watch what happens. You're going to see why they brought me on the show. Here we go.
Noches con Platanito, por favor. Oye, qué buena onda que estás aquí, ¿eh?
Yes.
Fíjate que tú has estado en grandes series como de Closer,
Yes,
has estado en Castle,
Yes.
Has estado en Bone
Yes,
también.
yes.
Pero déjame felicitarte porque además de ser un excelente actor, bueno, también sé que eres maestro de high school. ¡Ay,
Yes.
güey!
Yes. So they care more about me being a what? Teacher. You I cared about my acting, so be in a position to help others in a big way. That's the only reason why they brought me on the show. They're like, listen, it's not about the acting. You give back. You actually care. Like, that's what separates you. Like, tell us more. We want you on the show. I was like, me? Bet! But you're gonna see why. Again, it's for teaching. And who helped me? I'll rewind it a little bit. Okay, here we go.
Excelente actor. Bueno, también sé que eres maestro de high school. ¡Ay,
Yes.
güey!
Yes, I'm a teacher. Thank you. I've been a substitute teacher for over, 12 years, and then I decided to make that leap into becoming a full-time high school teacher. I'm teaching special education and currently working on my master's in special education from National University. So it's been a busy life. So got the teaching and acting. So it's going well. Thank you. So being a substitute teacher, we always got to find a way to get the kids involved and loving education and loving learning. So we always got to find creative ways. Sometimes, I got to bet kids like a whole week of Subway sandwich. If it's PE, you make the shot, Subway sandwich you eat. If you miss, then you do some push-ups. So I got some ways. So it's good.
Pues, ¿qué crees? Que tenemos un clip de lo que nos estás platicando. Fíjate.
Okay. See, right there. What? Yeah, I didn't think it was going. Yeah, for a week, I didn't think it was okay. Right there. It was teaching. The video of the kids filming it. So that's what I'm telling you. And then I got a chance to meet Beyonce. Again, I worked for, I did a movie. Once again, if I never went for my dreams, and you never know who you're going to meet. I met someone on the set. They were like, I work at Blockbuster Video, but I don't like working at Blockbuster Video. She said, I want to try where I like helping other people. So she got to be the president of the fan club for Destiny's Child. But what's so beautiful is when she went for the job interview, they didn't put, you're going to be working for Beyonce. See, there was only a few people that showed up to the job interview. Not many people took what? Action. She was like, I'm going to take action. And then when they're like, you're hired, she's like, so what am I going to do? You're going to go on tour with Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle. Wait, what? And then when she went on tour, she then invited me, my friend Jeanette, shout out to Jeanette Everett. She was like, Ransford, if you ever need to come out to see Beyonce, I got you, okay? And then my friend, he's getting married, he took action. We ended up going to Vegas, all of us, and these are the friends I went to. And this friend right here, which I can see his face, but he's the one that drove me out to California. Would have never happened. Another good friend I'm with, Robbie, we all went to college. While we're in Vegas, he says, yo, there's a billboard of Beyonce. Wow. I was like, oh, she's in Vegas? He was like, yeah, Beyonce in Vegas. I said, y'all want to meet her? What you talking about? You want to meet her tonight? And I called my friend Jeanette, and she made this happen. I'm telling you, you never know how you can impact other people's lives and how they can impact yours. On his bachelor night, too. So he called his wife like, we have a bachelor party, and guess what? We have Beyonce. What? I'm telling you, it was awesome. So again, folks, at the end of the day, I know all of this came true because I took action. Yes, I wrote my dreams down. What you're going to do today, you're going to write your dreams down, but make sure you're going to use action words. We're not going to use words like I want. Forget the word want. Nobody cares about want. Watch this. Yo, I want to touch that door. I want to touch that door. No, I want it more than anybody. I want to touch that door more than anybody. No, I'm serious. Why are you laughing? I want to touch the door more than anybody.
And then go take action.
It's hard, man. It's scary. And then what's going to happen? You're going to watch that friend look at you. And you're like, what you do? And what's going to happen? You're going to see somebody touch the door. And so it's going to be like, yo, I wanted it more. Who cares if you wanted it more? You still got to take what? Action. We don't care if you want straight A's. We don't care if you want to go to USC or UCLA. Okay? UC Santa Barbara. Did you take what? Action. Same thing with your homework. You're going to want to do your homework. You still got to take what? Action. And then I'm going to end it with this, folks. Have y'all heard of the story of the scorpion and the scorpion and the frog? No. Okay, this is how it goes. There's a scorpion and a frog, and there's this flood. And the scorpion's like, oh my gosh, there's a flood! There's a flood! So it goes up to the frog and says, hey frog, hey man, can you help me get to the other side? And the frog's like, sure, but aren't you a scorpion? And the scorpion's like, so what if I'm a scorpion? And the frog's like, yo, ain't you gonna sting me? And the scorpion says, why would I do that? We both will drown. It's stupid. Come on. So the frog is like, cool, get on my back. And so the frog is going through the water, and halfway through, what does the scorpion do? It stings the frog. And the frog is like, I'm dying, why'd you sting me? And the scorpion says, it's my nature. And they both drown. I know, that's messed up. I know, you're like, dang. I know, you're like, dang, ain't it a happy ending? No, okay? No, I know, messed you up. I bet you understand that. But there's also a story called The Scorpion and the Turtle. Same story. Same story. Scorpion is like, oh my gosh, there's a flood, there's a flood. Hey, what's up, turtle? Can you help me get to the other side? And the turtle says, yeah, but wait a minute. Aren't you a scorpion? And the scorpion's like, yes, so what if I'm a scorpion? And the turtle says, aren't you gonna sting me? And the scorpion's like, look, why would I do that, folks? We both gonna what? Drown. Why would I do this? Come on, man, you're crazy. So the turtle's like, get on my back. And the turtle goes through the water, and halfway through, what does the scorpion do? It stings the turtle, but what does it hit?
The shell.
It hits the shell. And the turtle hears the clink, 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 clink sound. Like, wait, hold on, what's going on? And the turtle sees the scorpion and says, what you doing? What you doing? And the scorpion's like, I'm trying to sting you. And the turtle's like, why? And the scorpion's like, because it's my nature. And the turtle's like, oh, really? The turtle starts to dive under the water. And now the scorpion's like, yo, man, I can't swim, I'm drowning. What you doing? Why are you doing this? And the turtle says, it's my nature. And they keep on going. I told you, there's going to be haters. You better protect yourself. Stop acting like a frog when you need to act like a what? Turtle. I bet you understand now. Don't hate the player, what? Learn the game. See, what I love in that story is the turtle and the frog. The scorpion was the same. Did the scorpion ever get to the other side? No, and it doesn't care about getting to the other side. That's why I said be careful of your friends. Some of your friends do not care about graduating. They never cared about graduating. But guess what? They just want to make sure you don't want to graduate. They'll pull the scorpion move on you. So be careful who your friends are. Be the turtle. Okay? Be that turtle where you go, I got to let you go. And I'm finished with the presentation. Number love. Thank you very much.
Get up.
Okay, so now